Google advertising for display ads or video, and making sure that you're getting your ads seen in a specific geo farm. This is not, if you're going to do like a citywide ad, that's one thing, but this is making sure that your ads are being seen in your geo farm so that we get the same people in the same houses over and over and over, constantly seeing your advertisements. So they're like, wow, I see you everywhere. So we're going to just go in, and we're in the ads.google.com. Make sure you're in the advanced settings, which means when you click this tool here, you see all of these columns. If you only see one column at the very bottom, it's going to say enter expert mode. Make sure you click that and get into expert mode so that you have so you can see it this way. So I'm just going to create a new campaign. Let's see, select one of my team members. I'll just pick Lori. Okay. And we're going to do brand awareness. And we're going to do display ad. We would give it a name. So we would, let's just say it's for a listing. So actually I have one here. 9664 Bickley in Huntington Beach, just listed. Okay. Oh, I would copy this because there's going to be 3 more spaces. You have to save the name. Continue. No, we're going to start a new one. This is a campaign that we started. We have that are in draft mode. And here's the main area I wanted to show you. So we're going to enter another location. And then we're going to go to advanced search. And we're going to go to a radius search. And now, oddly enough, these boxes should be on the left side because you have to change these first, because once you type an address, you can't change these. It'll delete the address. So I always, if it's a just listed, just sold, we always run an ad right around the address itself, 1 kilometer around the property, just so that the neighbors, the homeowner, and all the neighbors get to see anything we're saying about that address. So what we're going to do, okay, there it is. And you'll notice it brings up a little circle and shows us, okay, all these people in this area will see the ad. Now, we want to make sure we get our GEO Farms in here. So he has a GEO Farm down here. So we're going to add another one. And this is, now, normally GEO Farms, 1 kilometer would usually cover it, maybe 1.5, 2. In this case, he's got a pretty, he covers a big area. And we use, instead of an address, you can use an address as the center location or cross streets. So I'm going to show you cross streets. Okay, there we go. And you'll notice it is targeting this whole area right here. So now we've got this ad going into, and you'll notice if we zoom out, we have the ad is going to be seen in 2 areas. It's going to be seen in where the listing is located and in his farm. So that way, everybody, because everything we want to have be seen by his farm all the time. And it's so we, even though it's in Huntington Beach, we don't know people want to move there, etc. But we just wanted to make sure they know that he's active and he's still doing business. And then, of course, the people that are in this farm or that are around this listing. Now, let's say it was just a regular everyday ad that was going to, like, a keeping current matters, educational article, etc. Um, there's an argument, if you have the bandwidth, to always make sure you do it around your geofarm so they see every one of them. But if you'd like, you could, if you got 2 or 3 listings, let all the neighbors around that listing and the homeowners for those listings see those ads too. I mean, why not? And then when the listing sells, you can move on and go to the next area. Um, the reason why we don't want to get too many areas and make it too big is that the spend, because we want the same people to see the ads over and over and over. So what if you keep your ads to maybe 1 kilometer, 1.5 kilometers, and you don't have more than two at any given time, if for each ad, you could probably get away with a 20 to 30, maybe $40 spend on an ad. But if you start going to where there's tens of thousands of people, now we're talking about $100, $150, $200 an ad, because now we've got to make sure there's so many more people in that group. We've got to make sure everyone has a chance to see it, specifically the same people over and over and over. So once you've got your areas down, you hit save, and then you're just going to continue to go right down the list. And don't forget the more settings, and make sure you give it an end date. Otherwise, this thing will run forever. The rest of it, you can just fill out the rest of the form, and we'll talk soon.